Hello everybody, long time no see. Today's video is filmed in our new apartment, but apartment tour is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Today's video is inspired by me and my husband's wedding 3 years ago, so today we are celebrating 3 years wedding anniversary. I still can't believe that we are married for 3 years already. And I'm also inspired by all of my friends who are getting married or preparing to get married in this pandemic time. Congratulations to you guys, but I really do inspired a lot by you guys. So today I want to talk about what I wish I knew before I get married. Let's get into it. So first, congratulations to you guys who are getting married in this pandemic time, because you guys opened up my mind about a lot of things, like having your wedding live streamed. It's a really genius thing, you know, so family and friends who cannot come to your wedding still can watch your wedding wherever they are, whatever they're doing. I hope that my family who lives abroad still can watch us getting married without even being there, you know. Second thing I wish I knew before I get married is I wish I didn't put too much pressure on myself to have a perfect wedding. I actually realized this on the middle on planning our wedding. At first, I was really obsessed on perfect wedding dress, perfect venue, perfect wedding invitation, and blah blah blah. You know, I'm obsessed with all of that. But when we were planning our wedding, we also trying to save money for the wedding, you know, because wedding is not cheap. So it's quickly become overwhelming to me, like you can imagine. But actually, the wedding itself doesn't have to be expensive. It can be as cheap as you want it to be, actually. I think the first thing you have to do is stop comparing your wedding with everybody else's. At first, I was like,
I want a Pinterest perfect wedding with a photo booth and with a bridesmaid with all the same dresses, with all the fresh flowers and stuff.
But we don't have the budget for that, and I was sad at the time. So I even think about postponing the wedding. I know, like, what was I thinking? But it was so real for me that time. I always think like, you only get married once, you have to make it perfect and stuff. But thankfully I realized that I was focusing at the wrong things all along. The wedding should be a celebration for our life and for our love. At the end of the day, I'm your wife and he's my husband, and that's the most important thing. So the wedding itself should be as simple as you want it to be. So in the end, I decided what's important for me and what's not important for me. The 4 things that most important for me is my wedding dress, his wedding suit, our pre-wedding photo shoot, and the video of the wedding. That's it. Because I think those 4 things is going to be what I will remember this wedding by. Because I want to watch back my video and I want to see my photos 20 years, 30 years from now and reminded how happy we were that day. And for solving our money problems, I did lots of DIY for our wedding. And I'm quite proud of that. Like, I made my wedding bouquet with artificial flower because I want to keep it forever. I even made the boutonniere and headpieces with the leftover flowers that I had. So we have lots of matching flowers in the end. That makes me extra happy. And because I made it with artificial flower, my cousin even got married with the same hand bouquet and boutonniere. So, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? And for saving money, we also wrap our own wedding favors. We bought 300 of champagne glasses and wrap it and put thank you card on it. And that's it. And we save almost $200 just by doing that. Isn't that awesome? And honestly, wrapping 300 wedding favors with my ex-fiance is one of the best thing ever. I remember we were watching Game of Thrones and we having pizzas, and that was just so sweet, I think. I also made the wedding gift for my bridesmaids and my husband's best man. I custom ordered everything and I even made some of the gift on my own. I think this way it's more personal it's more special because I put my time into it. And because we saved so much money, we were able to go to our honeymoon in Bali. And honestly, it was one of the best memories I had in my life. I'm so glad we get to do that. Okay, that was all the money saving tips for you guys. So let's talk about the next thing. The last 3 things that I want to talk about is first, I really hope that you save some money for a wedding organizer, the professional wedding organizer, because it does make a big difference. I know the wedding organizer thing is quite expensive, but I promise you it will worth it. In the end, it will worth it. Because at that day, you don't want to think about
what the car you're gonna take, or is the driver ready, or where's your wedding bouquet, or where's your husband maybe, where's the family or the bridesmaids ready.
You don't want to think about that too much. You want somebody who can take care of all of those things for you. I promise you the wedding organizer is going to make your day go smoother and your wedding more enjoyable. The second last thing I want to talk about is first dance song. Choose a song that's personal for you and your partner, so your first dance is going to be that much more special. Instead of choosing the safe song for weddings like what? Beautiful in White. I know Beautiful in White is a great song, but it's not personal for me and my husband, you know? So we chose What Are Words by Peter Hollins and Evan Hollins because the song reminds us of our relationship. It was an old song, but it's so close to our heart. Like, you can read the lyrics and all, it's all just touch our heart. Even until this day, when I hear this song, I always reminded like how special that day was and how perfect it was for us. The last thing I want to talk about is you do you. You do what you want in your wedding. But if your parents ask you to do tradition ceremony or something, you can do it if you don't mind. But if you do mind, you can talk about it, communicate it with them. Maybe they will understand. But I do encourage you to do it if you can. The wedding is not about the husband and wife only. It's also about your family with their family. So do it if you can, but if you cannot, just talk about it and communicate it. Like in my wedding, our parents asked us to do like tea ceremony because it was a big part of Chinese tradition, right? So we did it because I think we can compromise it, and it is quite important for us too. So we did. But there's also some tradition that we cannot do at that day. Like my in-laws asked us to do like husband and wife feeding each other Chinese dessert. And that day we cannot find any tangyuan. So we explained to them, but they compromised. They said it's okay if we cannot do that. So they understood and we've moved on. The wedding itself is not about you and your partner only. It's also about family. It's also about respecting each other's opinion, tradition, and compromising each other. So what was your wedding like? Or if you want to get married someday, what do you want to do differently? Tell me in the comments below. If you like this kind of videos, share it to your friends and give it a like. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!